Hi, I'm Kim Wiley. This is my cousin Katie.
Hi.
And we're getting bolder. Today, we're going to talk about fiber. And I don't know how much fiber you think you're getting, but let me tell you, you're not getting as much as you think you are.
You're just not.
And let me tell you something else. You're not even getting where close to enough. Sometime back, Katie and I, when I say sometime back, we go to Miraval every year. It's this spa in Arizona. And how many years have we been?
We started in 1998, before the turn of the century.
And we've been gone. There's some debate about this. We've been going 28, maybe 29 years.
20,
a sick amount.
28 years, yeah.
And people are always saying, how can you go back over and over again to the same place? That's because they haven't been to Miraval, number one. And number two, we focus on something different every time.
It's a different experience because you're in a different place when you go personally. You have a different issue in your mind, or a different challenge that you're struggling with, or maybe you're at a real wellness place and you want to, really impact that and capitalize on it.
And sometimes Miraval emphasizes different things. And about 5 years ago, they were emphasizing heavy-duty fiber.
They were very into fiber.
It was the year of the fiber. Okay. What I mean about not getting enough fiber, at that time, they were telling people they needed to get 25 grams of fiber. And it turns out that was nowhere near enough to suit Miraval. They said, drum roll.
They said 50 to 70 grams of fiber a day.
Can you even visualize what 70 grams of fiber looks like?
It's a lot of fiber.
It's a lot of fiber.
It's a lot of seeds, a lot of vegetables. Yeah, more than we're typically eating.
So we spent that time at Miraval. Well, I started to say we spent it gradually upping our fiber. That would have been the sensible thing to do.
But we did not do that.
We did not do that. We were enthused. We jumped on the fiber bandwagon, and we started eating an insane amount of fiber out there because they were really pushing it. It was on all the buffets. And
it was easy to there.
It is easy.
Because it was being presented to us. So it was an easy thing to start experimenting with.
Yes. Very tactfully put. It was an experiment. But we quickly realized when we got home and started integrating this into our life that fiber's got a lot of benefits. And one of them is it has helped us keep weight off for a long time. Now, I brag about my 50 pounds, but my 50 pounds are a laugh. Compared to what she did, because...
Not just because of fiber, but I've lost about 160 pounds and kept it off. And the fiber has helped me with that journey. Absolutely.
Isn't that incredible? I mean, she's now lost, as of recently, more than half of her body weight.
Yes, I have.
So, tons of advantages to fiber. What are some of the obvious advantages?
Well, the obvious advantage is that it helps regulate your system, your digestive system. Also, as tactfully as I know how to put it. I'm married to a gastroenterologist, and he will tell you that the FDA recommends about 30 grams of fiber per day. But
we laugh in the face of that.
But
it's for amateurs.
Thanks to my success with an increased amount of fiber, he regularly advises patients to try more fiber than that. Now, the caveat is you have got to increase your water at the same time. You absolutely have. If you're doubling your fiber, double your water intake. Otherwise, it's counterproductive.
Well, fiber bulks up your food, and you don't want it to get stuck.
Bulked. Too bulked. I always visualize sand, right? So if you put just a little water in sand, it packs real firm. If you put a lot of water in sand, now you can pour it out.
I would like to point out we didn't actually eat sand while we were very involved.
Kind of felt like it. A couple of times.
We would have tried it if we'd thought of it, but alas, we did not. Okay, so Katie comes home, and she and her husband, Dennis, begin to slant to the plant.
We did. We slanted to the plant.
Well,
we still do. We still slant to the plant. We are not vegetarians or vegans, however, and we never completely eschewed fish and meat. However, we do try to eat about 75 to 80% plant-based foods and 25 to 30% meats, animal-based foods, animal product. And it seems to have helped us increase our fiber intake overall without it being such a counting out and mathematical formula every day.
Okay, I will confess right now, I am nowhere near as virtuous as her in any category of virtue. But I did not slant to the plant. I am still a kind of protein...
Raging carnivore.
Raging. It's good Barney the dog went inside, or he might not be safe. from my raging carnivore-ness. Anyway, so I developed kind of my fiber hacks. Now, here's the thing. When we were trying to get up to like 50, 60 grams of fiber a day, one of the first things you realize is there's not as much fiber in certain foods as you would think there is.
There isn't as much fiber in almost anything as you think there would be. Really, truly.
Because your first thought is just eat more vegetables and fruit. But there are a lot of fruits and vegetables that do not have nearly as much fiber as you think they would, and others that have more than you think.
Many of them are primarily water, which I wasn't aware of. Like most lettuces are just water. They have almost no fiber in them.
Yeah, so a salad is not going to do you
a lot
the
of
solid.
leafy greens, for example.
Yeah, you think, oh, I'll have a salad a day.
That's great, but it's not going to give you your fiber.
That's probably 7 or 8 grams of fiber.
Right.
That's not going to get you to anywhere close to the magic 50. And like, I was really shocked that like an apple has more fiber than broccoli and cauliflower. I mean, things like that.
Absolutely, 100%. And that for me, dried beans surprised me. Dried beans have a really great payoff as far as fiber is concerned, and it gives you some protein too, which is great if you're on a plant slanted diet. It's hard to say. On a plant slanted diet, the dried beans help up your protein intake, but also really increase your fiber.
So if you're like me, failing in the virtue department, there's also some hacks, which primarily comes in the form of seeds.
Right.
We're
seedy people.
Seeds. Because you can add seeds to anything. You can add seeds to a T-bone. And suddenly it becomes more fibrous.
I just want to point out, the T-bone does not become more fibrous.
The experience becomes more fibrous. The point is, you can put So we found this thing, called Trilogy, which you can get at Walmart.
You absolutely can.
You can order it online. Who does it?
Amazon has it.
Okay.
Badia. Badia is the
Badia,
company that makes it. Badia. Badia.
Right. Okay. And it is chia seeds,
hemp seeds, and flax seeds.
Flax seeds.
Yeah.
So it is a tasty mix, I think.
It's very tasty, and it's delicious toasted. I put it on my bread when I'm toasting bread, anything like that. It really is.
You can throw it on anything. You can throw it on a baked potato. You can throw it on a
soups,
salad.
on salads,
there's absolutely nothing, trust me, that you cannot put this on, because there's absolutely nothing I haven't put this on.
It's great on vegetables when you're roasting vegetables. So it really is very, very handy.
In the days that I was like completely fiber obsessed, I actually carried a Ziploc bag.
It was
full.
Fun at TSA.
I know.
I always made sure there was somebody between us when we went through the line.
It did look suspicious, I'll admit it. But it helped us to kind of...
Right. Yeah,
kind of
absolutely.
Our fiber. Okay. Well, obviously fiber helps move things along in the digestive sense and is good for you in that sense. And it has a lot of other kind of health benefits too. In terms of like, it helps you diversify your microbiome.
Mm-hmm. It's a very healthy fat. It's one of the fats that, it provides some of the things. The nuts and the seeds anyway, provide the kind of fat that your brain needs to stay healthy.
Maybe I need more. I might need to go to 90 a day. But it has a lot of health benefits. But specifically, let's talk about what it does for weight loss and weight maintenance.
Well, one of the things that I really noticed is when I up my fiber, for one thing, besides being more regular, which is a really big help when you're losing weight or trying to maintain a weight loss, it also helped my satiety a lot. I did not get hungry nearly as quickly because it did bulk up in your stomach and your system and make you feel more full. And because I think we were both leaning on the seed so heavily, it also upped my fat intake in a healthy way, so that also helps you feel more satisfied.
I give you guys a challenge. First of all, count up how much fiber you're getting with your diet now. And don't think proudly because you have a salad for lunch that you are acing the fiber game. We thought that too, and we were sadly
Do it
mistaken.
for at least 2 weeks. 2 weeks, write down, really measure. You'll be shocked.
And there's a lot of apps that let you
easily.
You can track your fiber intake. First shock is going to be you're probably not even getting the 25, right?
Right.
And we thought we were acing the 25. We weren't even getting that.
Right.
And then begin to gradually increase.
Gradually increase. And as you do that, increase your water intake.
50 to 60.
Trust me.
I
cannot stress that enough.
I credit fiber for being one of the reasons that I kept the weight off.
Mm-hmm. For sure. 100%.
Yeah. And so one other thing, you might not want to follow in our footsteps along this way and double it overnight.
No, don't do that.
Um,
And besides which, without having someone serve it to you, it's very difficult to do that anyway.
Yeah.
You have to work to get, at first anyway, you have to work to get this much fiber. And it's as simple as reading labels in the store. You know, if you pick up a loaf of bread, that's the other thing that I was
bread
surprised.
does not have as much fiber.
I was
as you
really
think it is.
surprised. You'll see whole wheat or seeds or whatever on the
You get so
loaf
excited.
of bread. Read how much
It's like
fiber
2
things
grams
have.
of fiber. You have
Right.
to eat the loaf to get there.
If you're looking for words like oat bran, flaxseed, if the bread says that, check the fiber. It's probably got a higher fiber content than other breads.
Yeah, but still, bread is not the Mac Daddy.
It's not as fiber rich as one would think.
So, you know, water, increase it gradually. Prepare for, let me think of the right word for this, bloating.
Yeah, bloating. Bloating's the word. That's the right word. At first,
It passes.
your body will
It passes
start
like
to,
everything else.
right. Your body will start to really acclimate to the increase in fiber. And I promise, I really had more energy. I just felt better in general when I got
It's amazing. It really is. It really does change.
nature's little broom.
I'm off to investigate how much fiber is in a Brillo pad because you know me.
And the other thing I will say is there are lots and lots of products out there that, like a Metamucil or something like that. And there's nothing
No
wrong
shame.
nothing wrong with that inherently, but as much fiber as you can get in your whole food consumption, it really is better overall for your overall health, for the satiety at meals that we were talking
Yes.
about, for the healthy omega-3s for your brain. All these things are enhanced by the whole food consumption rather than the additives, the Metamucils and that kind of thing.
Like I said, she's a virtuous person. Sometimes I like it, other times not as much. I think that, though, Metamucil and things like that can be really helpful if you're like on a trip,
Absolutely.
you're not really controlling. There's plenty of times that you don't have complete control over your diet. And, you know, if you're eating Lux, fiber falls off. Fiber is a
And if you haven't
Peasant
had Metamucil or some of those products in a long time, they're much improved
Oh,
than
yeah.
what they used to be.
Oh,
Not gritty, not tasteful. They don't have taste or, flavor at all.
Much
So
better.
really a lot better. And they are worth it if, like, exactly as Kim said, if you need a boost sometimes or you're going to be traveling especially, it can be really helpful.
because you know what happens when you travel. Okay, so KB's going to be back with us when we talk about not an experience that changed our lives, but a gadget that changed our lives. And it was
The Lumen.
the Lumen. We will be back to talk to you about the life-changing effect of the Lumen. And we're even more obsessed with that than we are Miraval and fiber. So I know you don't want to miss
Hard to believe.
It really is. I'm Kim Wiley. This is Getting Bolder. If you found anything useful in this content, please subscribe or like it or do whatever you can do in that category. I think it helps me. Bye.